Hi, welcome to our next integer lesson. I'm so glad you're back. Let's recall what integers are. Integers are your number line numbers. Integers can be positive, integers could be negative, integers could even be the number 0. Integers cannot be fractions or decimals. Recall that we learned how to add integers that had the same sign using a visual approach. Let's practice that again as we are recalling what we've learned. If you have 2 plus 3, ask yourself, what operation am I doing? This is addition. Is my 2 positive or negative? It's positive. Is my 3 positive or negative? It's also positive. So when we add integers with the same sign, we're going to draw 2 red circles to represent 2 positive numbers. We're going to draw 3 red circles to represent 3 positive numbers. And when we're adding integers with the same sign, we're just going to put them together. Count up your red circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your answer would be 5 red circles. And if we're doing real math, positive 5. Let's try a negative one. We have negative 2 plus negative 3. Remember, we were using blue to represent negative. So if we have 2 blue circles, that represents negative 2. We have 3 red circles, that represents negative 3. We add up our circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 blue circles, and our blue represents negative. So our answer would be negative 5. That was our visual approach. Then we learned a fun little song. Do you remember the first line to our song? Same signs, add and keep. You added up the numbers and you kept the sign of your integers. Now we're going to learn to add integers that have different signs. Some of your integers will be positive. Some of your integers will be negative. They won't have the same sign necessarily. Let's do a visual approach for these. We're still going to use red to represent our positive integers and blue to represent our negative integers. So we're doing 5 plus negative 3. I'm going to take my red color, which is my positive color, and draw 5 red circles. I'm then going to take my negative color and draw 3 red circles. Now, when you have 1 red and 1 blue, this is called a 0 pair, and we can cross them out. Our goal is to cross out all of the 0 pairs. Do one at a time, don't rush. This red matches with this blue, 0 pair. This red matches with this blue, 0 pair. Take your time to slowly cross out each 0 pair. You are left with 2 red circles. Red represents positive integers. So your answer to 5 plus negative 3 is positive 2. Let's try another one. If we have negative 7 plus 3, we are adding a negative 7 and a positive 3. So take your negative color, draw 7 circles. Take your positive color, draw 3 red circles. Now remember, anytime you have 2 opposite colored circles, you're going to cross them out. It's called a 0 pair. There's a 0 pair. There's another 0 pair. There's another 0 pair. Only cross out 0 pairs. Take your time to do one at a time. What are you left with? You're left with 4 blue circles, which represents the integer negative 4. Our visual approach won't work for larger numbers, and you're probably not going to want to draw colored circles if you're taking a final exam. So let's learn the rest of our song. Remember, for adding integers, this is a fun little way to remember the rules. Same signs, add and keep. Different signs, subtract. Take the sign of the bigger one, and you will be exact. Okay, maybe a little bit cheesy, but that's okay. It's going to help you remember. Same signs, add and keep. Different signs, subtract. Take the sign of the bigger one, and you will be exact. Okay, let's work these out together. Our first example says 17 plus -8. Ask yourself, what operation am I doing? We're adding. Ask yourself, are my signs the same or different? What kind of 17 is this? Positive. What kind of 8 is this? It's negative. So we're going to use the second part of our song. Different signs, subtract. So looking at just the absolute value of the numbers, just look at the numbers, not the signs. Do 17 minus 8. 17 minus 8 is 9. Take the sign of the bigger one, and you will be exact. Would you rather have $17 or $8? I'd rather have $17. Our 17 is positive, so your answer to this problem is positive 9. Let's look at another one. -13 plus 12. -13 plus 12. What operation am I doing? I'm doing addition. Are my signs the same or different? This is a -13. This is a positive 12. My signs are different. Different signs, subtract. Take the sign of the bigger one, and you will be exact. So we're going to take just the numbers, just the absolute value. 13 minus 12. 13 minus 12 is 1. So your answer is going to be 1. But ask yourself, would you rather have $13 or $12? Obviously, $13 is more. The 13 is negative, so your answer is going to be negative. Okay, if money is not your thing, then ask yourself, would you rather have puppies or candy or whatever makes you happy? Ask yourself if you'd rather have more of those or less of yours to figure out which number sign you're going to use. So let's do this one. -2 plus 19. Now we could draw 2 blue circles and 19 red circles and cross out our 0 pairs, or we could use our new rule. Adding different signs, subtract. Take your bigger number, subtract your smaller number. That leaves you with 17. Now, would you rather have 2 cute puppies or 19 cute puppies? I'd rather have 19 cute puppies. We're going to take the sign of the bigger one. Positive 17 is the answer to this problem. Let's try another one. 14 plus -26. Ask yourself, what operation am I doing? Are my signs the same or different? I'm adding a positive 14 and a -26. What is the rule for adding integers that have different signs? Take the bigger number, just the number, don't worry about the signs right now. Subtract the smaller number. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 12. Now, would you rather have 14 days of vacation, somewhere really fun, or 26 days of vacation, somewhere really fun? Yeah, my vote's for the 26 days of vacation, somewhere really fun. So our answer is actually going to be -12. Good job. Okay, so remember the 3 questions to ask yourself. What operation am I doing? Are my signs the same or are they different? Based on how you answer that question, what rule do I need to use? Good job, everybody.